Abdullah ibn Masud, may Allah be pleased with him, was one of the most distinguished companions of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, renowned for his profound knowledge of the Quran and Hadith, as well as his close association with the Prophet. Early life and embrace of Islam. Born in Mecca, Abdullah ibn Masud was among the early converts to Islam, reportedly the 19th person to accept the faith. Before embracing Islam, he worked as a shepherd for Uqba ibn Abu Mu'ayt. His journey to Islam began when he witnessed a miracle performed by the Prophet, which led him to offer his services to him. The Prophet accepted, and from that day Abdullah dedicated himself to attending to the Prophet's needs, both at home and during travels. This close companionship provided him with unique insights and understanding of the Islamic teachings. Role in the compilation and teaching of the Quran. Abdullah ibn Masud was distinguished by his deep connection to the Quran. He was among the first to recite the Quran publicly in Mecca, despite facing persecution for this act. The Prophet Muhammad specifically recommended learning the Quran from 4 individuals, with Abdullah ibn Masud being foremost among them. He was known to have memorized over 70 surahs directly from the Prophet and was often consulted by other companions for his expertise in Quranic matters. Contributions to Hadith literature. In addition to his expertise in the Quran, Abdullah ibn Masud was a significant narrator of hadith. He is credited with transmitting approximately 848 hadiths, making him one of the top companions in terms of hadith narration. His narrations cover various aspects of Islamic jurisprudence, ethics, and spirituality. For instance, he reported that upon asking the Prophet about the best deeds, the Prophet replied, "Prayer at its appointed hour." When further inquired, the Prophet added, "Kindness to the parents," and then, "Jihad in the cause of Allah." Below is a collection of ahadith, prophetic narrations, and comments from the Sahaba, companions, about him, along with their significance. A hadith about Abdullah ibn Masud. 1. The Prophet's praise for Ibn Masud. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "Learn the Quran from 4. Abdullah ibn Masud Salim, the freed slave of Abu Hudhaifa, Muad ibn Jabal, and Ubay ibn Ka'b. Sahih al-Bukhari, Sahih Muslim. This hadith highlights Ibn Masud's expertise in Quranic recitation and teaching. 2. The Prophet's approval of Ibn Masud's recitation. The Prophet, peace be upon him, once asked Ibn Masud to recite the Quran for him. Ibn Masud recited Surah An-Nisa, and when he reached the verse, "How will it be then when we bring from each nation a witness, and we bring you, O Muhammad, as a witness against these people?" Quran 4:41. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "Enough, enough," and tears were flowing from his eyes. Sahih al-Bukhari. This shows the emotional impact of Ibn Masud's recitation and the Prophet's love for him. 3. Ibn Masud's close relationship with the Prophet. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "If I were to appoint anyone as a leader without consulting anyone, I would appoint Ibn Abd, Abdullah ibn Masud." Sunan Abu Dawud. This indicates the Prophet's high regard for Ibn Masud's leadership qualities. 4. Ibn Masud's knowledge. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "Whoever wishes to recite the Quran as fresh as it was revealed, let him recite it like Ibn Abd, Ibn Masud." Musnad Ahmad. This emphasizes Ibn Masud's mastery of Quranic recitation. Comments from the Sahaba about Ibn Masud. 5. Umar ibn al-Khattab, may Allah be pleased with him. Umar said, "Abdullah ibn Masud is a treasure filled with knowledge." Al-Isaba fi Tamiz al-Sahaba. Umar also appointed Ibn Masud as a teacher and advisor in Kufa due to his deep understanding of Islam. 6. Ali ibn Abi Talib, may Allah be pleased with him. Ali said, "Ibn Masud was the most knowledgeable among us about the Quran and the most knowledgeable about the Sunnah." Tabakat ibn Sa'd. This highlights Ibn Masud's expertise in both the Quran and the teachings of the Prophet. 7. Abu Musa al-Ash'ari, may Allah be pleased with him. Abu Musa said, "Do not ask me about any matter as long as Ibn Masud is among you, for he is more knowledgeable than me." Tabakat ibn Sa'd. This shows the high regard the companions had for Ibn Masud's knowledge. 8. Hudhaifa ibn al-Yaman, may Allah be pleased with him. Hudhaifa said, "I have not seen anyone closer to the Prophet in character and guidance than Ibn Masud." Tabakat ibn Sa'd. This reflects Ibn Masud's adherence to the Prophet's teachings and way of life. 9. Abu ad-Darda, may Allah be pleased with him. Abu ad-Darda said, "Ibn Masud is the most knowledgeable of the Ummah about the permissible, halal, and the forbidden, haram, Tabakat ibn Sa'd. This highlights Ibn Masud's expertise in Islamic jurisprudence. Abdullah ibn Masud, may Allah be pleased with him, was a towering figure among the companions, renowned for his knowledge of the Quran, Hadith, and Islamic jurisprudence. The Prophet, peace be upon him, and the Sahaba held him in high esteem, and his contributions to Islam continue to be celebrated by Muslims worldwide. His life serves as an inspiration for seeking knowledge, humility, and devotion to Allah. Abdullah ibn Masud's contributions to Islam are profound and enduring. Known for his deep faith, integrity, humility, and generosity, he was unwavering in his devotion to Islam. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Take the Quran from four: Abdullah ibn Masud, Salim, Mu'ad, and Ubay." Sahih al-Bukhari, Book 66, Hadith 521. His profound understanding of the Quran and Hadith makes him a key figure in Islamic history. Abdullah ibn Masud played a vital role in preserving and accurately transmitting the Prophet's teachings. Umar ibn al-Khattab described him as a bag full of knowledge, Musnad Ahmad, Hadith 367. His commitment to knowledge and exemplary character left an indelible mark on Islam. Salim, Mu'ad, and Ubay also praised his dedication and knowledge, further solidifying his importance in Islamic history.